Laphroaig 10 and Quarter Cask. The 10 I got for £28.50 and the Quarter Cask £24.50, both from Amazon, on offers. The 10 is definitely sweeter than the Quarter Cask, but I get more vanilla on the 10, as with the Quarter Cask it's more of a banana foam sweet. The 10's a lot more peaty and smoky than the Quarter Cask, on the nose at least, but the Quarter Cask is far more woody. It's almost like an old antique library, smelling the wood with the polish on. When saying the Quarter Cask transports me to an old antique library or a museum, I would say the 10 takes me more towards a forest, in the middle of a forest on a wet day. It's far more coastal. You get a damp, wet, rotting wood on the nose, whereas with the Quarter Cask the wood's more present, but it's more of a dry, old antique wood with the polish coming in on top. So the 10's definitely brinier. It's definitely saltier on the nose, and a different sort of sweet, more of a vanilla sweet. Okay, tasting. Salty, really salty. The smoke's less present than on the nose, but it's far more salty. It's a really salty, briny dram is the 10. The Quarter Cask, you can definitely taste the higher proof. It's 8% more at 48%, but it's really wood present. With the 10 you almost get moss, seaweed, a little bit of TCP that's not present on the Quarter Cask. The Quarter Cask is it's a very different drink, to be fair. You almost get a creamier, thicker mouthfeel to the Quarter Cask, and that's due to the Quarter Cask barrels. The liquid inside gets more contact with the wood, so, and it's a NAS as well, so it doesn't need to be aged as long as the 10-year. But yeah, I've got down for the 10. It's like a wet, sweaty sock after a walk on the hills in the forest on a wet day. It's really interesting, the 10. When comparing the two, I would say that the 10's definitely sharper, even though it's 8% less proof, which is surprising. Well, 16 less proof, it's 8% less APV. A lot sharper. The Quarter Cask is a lot smoother, and I think that's due to the Quarter Cask. Hints of the banana foam sweet that you get in the UK, and with the 10 it's a lot sharper, a bit more prickly, but you can definitely taste it's more watered down due to the proof. The quarter cask is definitely oilier. Longer aftertaste, stays in your mouth a lot longer. But what I like about both of them is they taste exactly how they smell. They're both not hard to work out, they're both quite simple in that sense, not very complex, but the flavours and the nose is that good on both that it doesn't matter at all. Let's add some water. Wow. Okay, so the water in the 10 takes a lot of the rough edges off. It's a lot smoother, far smoother already. Still as salty, but less smoky. Yeah. So on the taste, the vanilla, the sweetness is toned down a bit, and it actually brings out more of a TCP note, which I really like. But it is less peaty, less smoky, so it's definitely a different taste. Wow. So the quarter cask really turns up that wood note when you add water. I was not expecting that. It's less sweet. It's less sweet. That banana note, that creamy note goes. Definitely is a bit thinner, less oily. Really woody, really woody. I'm not sure I prefer the quarter cask with water actually. I definitely recommend drinking the quarter cask neat. The 10, the nose is bland, but the taste isn't bad at all. I guess the smoother taste to it with the water is quite pleasant. Again, it brings out that TCP note, which I like. But it's a lot more simple. It's far more simple, and there's not much going on the nose. So maybe start off with nose in it neat, and then add some water when you taste it. Due to the quarter cask, the RRP of the quarter cask is a lot more expensive than the 10. The 10 is around £30 in the UK, and the quarter cask is 35 up to high 30s. Considering the price I bought the 2 for, you know, I got the quarter cask for under £25. I will put a disclaimer out. This is one of my favourite whiskies. I really like the wood notes. Not so much when I had the water before that. Oily, woody. It's really nice, and it's a nice proof as well. I would give the win to the quarter cask on this one. But definitely drink it neat.